What's up, peeps? It's Pickle. We're back with some Fallout 4. And yeah, we're gonna continue with the main storyline for a little while. Kind of put it off for a little bit. So yeah, we're gonna go talk to Virgil. We got the chip analyzed.
Wasn't sure I'd see you again. You managed to get what you need?
Nah, I just went out for a little stroll. Thought I'd stop back and say hi.
It's a good thing your survival and my humanity aren't at stake. Otherwise, I might be annoyed by your attitude. But, fine. I shouldn't have doubted you'd come back. You did get rid of Kellogg after all.
Does he have like bolts in his head that hold his glasses on?
How'd you manage to get it decoded?
I've made some friends in the Commonwealth.
Better you than me. Face like this, I'm not gonna make too many friends. You're not the only one who's been busy. I did the best I could. From memory and things I've overheard through the years, came up with some schematics for you. Wasn't easy. These hands are ridiculous. Fine motor skills have gone to shit. Here's the symbol explanation. You need
The
to
symbol
build a
explanation.
device that will hijack the signal the Institute uses to teleport coursers and send you instead. You know the craziest part of the design? That classical music station. That's the carrier signal for the relay. All the data's on harmonic frequencies. You've been hearing it all along. I want to be clear that this isn't my area of expertise.
Alright.
I was bioscience, not engineering or advanced systems or anything.
Okay.
Your confidence is staggering.
I'm just saying, I can't guarantee it'll work.
Alright.
But if you can build this device and make use of that code, you should be able to override the signal from the Institute's relay. Can you? I mean, can you build it?
And they will come.
You have people that can help. This is a lot for one person, even you.
I got it covered.
Good, good. Because you've got to make it in there. For both our sakes. And don't you forget our agreement. I've helped you as best I can. If you make it in there, you find that serum. It's my only hope for ever being normal. So you find it. Now go on. Take these and get to work. You do whatever it takes. Call on whoever you know to help you.
Protect and serve.
Damn. All his shit's still stealing. I do want to see something though.
Don't you have work to be doing?
Don't you have mouth to be shutting? Bunghole.
Yes.
Just curious if there was shit in here that you actually could take and he wouldn't care. Yeah, have a seat, man. You earned it.
Protect and serve.
Yeah, I get it. Cool. Great. Grand. Wonderful. Shut the hell up. Alright, so... You're such a pretentious douche.
Rats are making me feel sick to my stomach.
Cool, and let's get out of here, because programmers won't let you leave from inside buildings because, oh, that's too much like right. Oh, who gives a shit? I don't understand. Like, why does it matter? Why? Why? My head still itches. Why am I saying what way? Look at you picking up a hoe. Black man with a hoe.
All you need to know is there's a machine that can get me inside the Institute.
The Institute? Why in the world would you want to mess around with them?
They killed my wife.
Oh. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
We'll give you whatever help we can. Don't worry about that. Now, assuming you could build this thing, what exactly does it do?
It gets me inside the Institute. That's all that matters.
Okay, General. If you think it will really work, then you should see if Sturgis can make heads or tails of those plans.
Alright, there's one option though. Seriously, that's all the more. Give me 3 options. 3 to talk to someone. I talk to one of those and the other 2 disappear. What if this dude can? Are the other 2 gonna pop back up? Why not just leave him up there? I know I'm nitpicking, but still. It doesn't make sense. It needs to make sense. Hang on. Take intelligence. Boy, there's a lot of people that need to thank you for helping them out over here. Shut up, Mama Sturgis, with your race.
You ought to be careful. I can fix most things, but people don't fix so easily.
Preston thought you might be able to figure out these plans for me.
Sure thing. Let's see what you've got.
Do you think you can build this?
Wow, what a mess. Huh. Looks like encrypted RF transmissions. Okay, so that gets routed through. What the hell? Teleportation. This is some pretty crazy shit.
Yup.
You sure it's for real?
Either it is, or we end up building one hell of a paperweight.
Well, whoever wrote this does seem to know what they're talking about. Could be a genius or totally insane. Guess we'll find out. Anyway, the eggheads never think about the nuts and bolts of actually making something work. But, looks like it's all here. Yeah, I'm gonna need some time to study this thing. The handwriting's pretty hard to make out. But, you can get started on what he calls a stabilized reflector platform. It'll need some pretty high-grade metals, but it's basically not that different than the lining of a jet engine or something like that.
What the hell's that dude in the background doing?
Can you give me a list of what I'll need to build this platform?
Yeah, sure. Here's a list of what you'll need for the first piece. I'm pretty sure we've got all that at Sanctuary, if you want to build it there. While you're working on that, I'll get busy figuring out how to actually build the rest of this thing. Keep in mind, I can already see this is going to take a crazy amount of juice. Like if you had a spare nuclear reactor handy.
Or like a fusion core?
Use it. And it's going to be big. So find a nice open building site with lots of power available.
Another day of hard work.
No, war never changes.
You remind me of a young man I used to
Shut up. My God, woman, shut up.
look at, but always finding it.
So, like, where? What am I building? Build the reflector platform. Alright. Get out. Jesus. So there's the special thing for that. Do I have like... Ah, okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hope we had enough time to figure it out, cause mine's done.
How many blisters I got?
I lost track of when I gave a shit. Dum, 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 dum. Are you sleeping? I will cut you. I will cut you.
Hey, Sturgis.
I was building my part of the
How's it
thing.
going? Did you find a good spot to build your signal interceptor?
There's a giant metal pizza sitting on the ground now, so yeah.
I was just asking. No need for the snide remarks. I think I got the rest of this contraption figured out. Here's a list of 3 things that may be harder to find. I think I'll be able to pull together everything else with it. I'll meet you over at the building site and see if we can actually make this thing work.
Thanks, Sturgis. I'll get right on this.
Good deal. One thing to keep in mind while you're building this, it all needs to be wired together so all the pieces can talk to each other. I'll see you over at the building site. Good luck.
Oh, he is gonna actually walk around. Okay, so what do we gotta build? So, okay. So, control console. Alright. Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna set this up like bam. And then put that up like whoa. And then this like chow. Alright, so that needs 5. That needs 20. Oh my god. Holy shit. I'm like, whoa. Alright. So we're gonna need to Alright. So then bam. And then other thing needed. Hold on. Alright, there, because that takes care of 7 of that 10. Alright, so then bam, and then go boyow. I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty awesome. I'm gonna do a little something here real quick. Just a little bit of housekeeping. Make it look a little bit better. And now what am I doing? Power up the signal interceptor.
Just gotta make sure we've got enough
I'm
power.
sure this is on the same grid as the rest of the signal interceptor.
So Do what? Like connect that to it? Alright. This shit just got real. Alright. So here we're going to save now. Alright, sucker.
Looks good on my end. You ready to see if this thing actually works?
Let's do this.
You sure? Okay. Your part is simple. Just step onto the platform.
Dude, you got a wire going through your
Scanning for an
neck.
institute signal to lock onto. Then I fire her up and we see what happens. Just get on the platform. I'll do the rest. Okay, hold real still. I don't want any corruption of the molecular beam. Oh yeah, by the way, I figured this was a golden opportunity to find out as much as we can about the Institute, and what they're up to. Yeah, this holotape's all set with a program that will scan their network and download anything it finds. Uh-oh. Yeah, we better hurry. And don't worry about that tubing wiggling around. It's, just there for decoration. Okay. Scanning for the Institute signal. Tracking RF. And... got it. Hold on to your butt.
I have a hold of my ass. Well, parts of it. Small parts.
I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful. I'm known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator.
I'm about to whip somebody's
I
ass.
can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression.
Oh, I'm about to whip somebody's ass.
This is the reality of the Institute. This place For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves
Why is the elevator
to
twisting?
survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions
still
are
going.
often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here for your son.
Is that Sean?
Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
Sean? Oh my god. It's really you.
Who are you?
Sean, where is everyone?
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
Sean, are you okay? You're not hurt, are you?
What's going on? Father? Father!
Sean, open the door.
I don't know you. Go away. Father! Father, help me! There's someone here. Help me!
Sean, please, calm down. I'll get you out of there.
Father? Father, help me! He's trying to take me! Father? Father, help me!
Sean. S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
Give me Sean. The real Sean. Right now!
I know. I know. You've gone to such lengths to find him.
God. All we're missing are the teacups and the white rabbit.
Ah, levity. Excellent. A sure sign that you adapt quickly to stressful environments. But I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity and dedication have been rewarded. It's good to finally meet you after all this time. It's me. I am Sean. I am your son.
Bullshit.
Is it? After all the things you've seen and experienced in the Commonwealth? Think about it. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the sun. You lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality. And here I am, raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
But why? Why take a child? Why take you?
Ah, now that's the question, isn't it? Why me? At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being Walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
Yeah, you lost me. I don't see the point of any of this.
You don't see the connection. Let me try to explain. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course. But it had all become corrupted. In this wasteland, radiation affected everyone. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into every other human cell in the Commonwealth. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics, used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father. Through science, we are family. The synths, me, and you.
Bullshit.
I don't believe you. There's no way any of this is true.
Taking your shit. What is he pointing at the door for? Okay, so let me get this straight. They take the kid because he's frozen in time and his DNA doesn't have any of the radiation shit. But did you see him put him in a suit? Or in a bag? Anything to get him to here without him being exposed to the outward air. And if you are talking about every cell is infected with radiation, the people that came in there, remember, one of them had a suit on, the other one did not. So when you open that up and that dude was in the chamber, he's already infected. So it's flawed all along. None of this makes sense to me. None of it.
I don't believe you.
I wish there was something to say. I know this isn't what you want, but it's the only truth I can offer you.
You're my son? Then prove it. Now.
I've already told you how I came to be here. I don't know what further proof I can offer that would convince you. I've shown you my trust. Your weapons haven't been confiscated, and I stand unarmed before you. Please, let's just talk.
If this is true, where do we start?
I know you must have questions. Please, anything I can do to help you understand.
Kellogg. He worked for you?
Kellogg. He was an Institute asset long before I arrived here. It wasn't until I became director that I learned of all the things he'd done. What kind of man he was.
You knew the man was a psychopath, but you used him anyway?
I don't expect you to understand or agree with the decision. The Institute took advantage of Kellogg's vicious nature. I will freely admit that. Institute technology prolonged his life, and his usefulness far beyond any normal human lifespan. He never failed the Institute, but his cruelty became more apparent with every completed objective. I won't lie. It's no coincidence your path crossed his. It seemed a fitting way to allow you, us, to have some amount of revenge. What else can I say to ease your mind?
Your mother. She never got to see you grow up?
Yes. What happened to her was... I've gone over the records of the incident, of course. It seems her death was an unfortunate bit of collateral damage.
Collateral damage? Is that all she was to you?
I forget that it's been such a short time for you. I don't have any direct memories. And I've had my entire life to cope with the loss. Has it always been easy? Of course not. But I've done my best to move on and live my life. For many years, I never questioned who my parents were. I accepted my situation, and that was that. With old age comes regret. And asking what if more often. But what matters now is that you and I have a chance to begin again. What else can I say to ease your mind?
So you're in charge of the Institute?
I am the acting director, yes. I spent decades working to reach this point. It's a responsibility I take very seriously. The Institute. It's important. It really is humanity's best hope for the future, no matter what those above ground might think of us.
They're scared of you, Sean. Scared of the Institute.
People are always frightened by what they don't understand. Ultimately, the Commonwealth has nothing to fear from us. Whatever you've seen or heard, I know I can convince you of that. Just give me time. I know there's more for us to discuss. But the Institute is on the verge of some important breakthroughs. Your presence would be appreciated as we approach them. I've been a part of something amazing here. I've helped to build a life for myself and the people of the Institute. And now, after all these years, you have an opportunity to help with that. Doesn't that intrigue you? Isn't that what you want?
Maybe. I don't know. This is so much to take in.
I know. And I am sorry. You have been through so much in such a short time. The Institute can provide a better life than anything above ground. You've been in the Commonwealth. You've seen what it's like. I assure you that you are better off with us.
I don't know what to do.
I realize that. It's why I'm trying to help you. I hope that you can see that rationally. The Institute is the only thing left in the world that is worth being part of. I simply ask that you give the Institute, me, a chance. A chance to show you what I've been telling you. We really do have humanity's best interest at heart. Will you take that chance?
Are you sure you want this?
Yes, I am. It would benefit us both to work together.
For the sake of story, I'm going to choose this option. But I really want to choose the other one. But I just... For the sake of story.
Really?
All right.
Thank you. The Institute is now your home, as much as it is mine. Please take some time, get to know it. Meet the people you'll be working with. You'll want to introduce yourself to the division heads. Dr. Fillmore in facilities, Dr. Ao in SRB, Dr. Holdren in bioscience, and finally Dr. Lee in advanced systems. They've all been notified of your arrival, of course. Meet them, and then we'll discuss what comes next.
This is just like the Brotherhood. And that's messed up, yo. I mean, come on. You know that the dude coming down is your father. You know he is. And so you put a little you out.
It's an honor to have you here, sir.
Your presence here is a great gift, not just to Father, but to all of us.
So weird. Sean's terminal password. I don't know. I'm still not convinced. I'm expecting the other shoe to drop.
Hold it right there.
Is there a problem?
Routine security check. See anything suspicious lately?
Suspicious? What do you mean by suspicious?
I mean, like dodging my questions.
No, nothing to report, sir. If I see something, I'll be sure to come right to you.
You do that. I'd hate to find your name on a repurpose list.
Almost done. Just need to tighten up this primary drive servo.
That's the third primary drive breakdown this month. As far as I'm concerned, the
Greetings. As the Institute's requisition vendor, I can provide supplies for your missions on the surface. How may I assist you today?
Last me. They were built.
Let's see what you got.
Junk.
Even so, I'm ready to see the full Gen 3.
There we go. All set.
Father is
So weird.
more than just our leader. He is our creator.
Why can't a synth be a person too? I don't really see the difference.
You know the protocol, sir. Authorized personnel only.
So Dr. Ayo thinks he can hide in his office, does he? Well, you can tell him that I intend to speak to Father about these unannounced security sweeps of yours. Ransacking my quarters in the middle of the night is totally unacceptable.
I'll pass along your message, Doctor.
See that you do. Our new synths are so lifelike, I keep mistaking them for real people.
Well, all systems nominal.
To knock some heads together.
You're here. Glad you made it.
We're all looking forward to working with
Maybe
you.
I should take some courses.
It's an honor to meet you, sir.
Just get out of the way. Get out of the way.
as it is between us.
Get out of the way.
and all the other departments.
God damn.
Soft on me, Alana?
Hey, Doc.
So, here you are. Justin Ayo, Acting Director of the Synth Retention Bureau. I'll be upfront with you. We're going to be keeping a close eye on you for the near future. Despite your relation to Father, you're a bit of an unknown quantity. I'm sure you understand. There won't be any issues, will there?
Why? Don't you trust me?
Oh, it's nothing personal. I don't trust anyone. Now, Father has asked that I provide you with a brief overview of our primary responsibility is the recovery of escaped synths that are hiding.
Why would synths want to escape?
Synths do not want. They might look like you.
Sure.
As to why they're escaping? Our main instrument is the Courser. A third generation Coursers hunt down and reclaim synths. They are highly self-sufficient, trained in combat, infiltration, and tracking. But I gather you know all this. In fact, I'd very...
I hate to break it to you, but your Courser wasn't all that tough.
Then it's likely the unit was defective. It's rare, but faults can occur. I suppose I'll have to ask robotics to perform detailed diagnostics on the entire production. Now, unless you need something else, I'll get back to work.
I'd like to know more about this.
Fine. Once a courser has located, we then begin in those cases where the all too often.
Yawn.
A synth can malfunction. Just wish it didn't happen so often.
Report, sir.
I don't know. I think this game just took a turn for the weird, as far as I'm concerned.
Feels like this project has been going on for months. When are you going to tell
Hey.
me about this mysterious phase 3?
No, I can't talk about that.
Alright, you know what? I'm gonna stop here. Hope you guys are enjoying the actual storyline portion of the game now. Be sure to hit that like button. Let me know that you are enjoying what you see. Put a comment down for anything that I'm missing or something that you want to see in a future episode of either Fallout 4 or another game. Bring your friends. Have them do the same. Until I see you in the next episode, it's Pickle. I'm out.